Welcome back to What the Flag. We might have been gone for a little bit, but we have so much to catch up on. I just want to go right into it. First off, UK, yes, you are back at home. Welcome back. What is it like to be back in the UK?
Thank you, thank you. It's nice. It as much as I miss my American life, it is nice to sort of just be back with family, friends, just sort of like settling back into real life again. It's nice.
Good. We're glad to have you back. And that also means that soon we will all finally be back together in our beautiful studio with our wonderful What the Flag logo created by the one and only Kenny Bello. So that leads me to where have you been? I feel like you're still
I'm
just ping-ponging between Spain and
And he's got a
Switzerland
new
and
background.
UK.
I'm just here, innit? Shout out the grandparents. No, I'm at my folks. No, just yeah, it was Spain last weekend for camp. Always great fun. I got to wear a mic on the sideline for the first time, which was cool. And now back here, Switzerland this coming weekend, and then the next one we're in Ireland, and we just announced the um Heir to the Throne series, the Duke's Heir to the Throne series. The camp's going to be the first one in Dublin, Ireland, which is going to be super exciting. So everyone in Dublin that plays flag, we want to see you out there. Not just flag, it's football. It's a flag clinic, but come show us what you're made of.
But that's all aligned with the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. So
Exactly.
they've just released that they're affiliating and working with the flag football teams out there, which is really incredible, the Irish Wolfhounds, and then putting on this clinic on game day. So on the 23rd of August, you'll be out there hosting it from, is it 10 to 1? Is
10
that
till 1,
correct?
10 till done. Dodder Valley Park. I was going to try an Irish accent. I will not do that. I will save everyone from that embarrassment. So it's going to be great to see everyone there.
Amazing. So, as my background changes all the time, we are now in Chengdu. We have finally made it all the way out to China. It has been an adventure, let me tell you. It has been, I think it was an 18-hour like combination of flight, not including all the travel, because we had to take a layover and then 3 hours in the layover. It
So
was,
if we need more details. We need
Yeah,
everything
where was the
from
layover? Were you flying first
where was the
class?
airport? What was this? So
please,
let's go
Yeah.
in. Let's
please.
go in chronological order. So from the where did you the whole team fly out together or
Yep. Everything we've done has been as one, which is great. So we flew from Heathrow to Beijing, and then there's a lot of security processes that go with coming to China, like beyond what you do before you get to the airport, like your visas and everything. When you actually get to China, you then have to go through more security processes, write out some sort of other visa form that no one ever does anything with, but they make you fill it out. And then you have to go like they're very strict on no lighters and no battery packs. So anything you had in
oh
your carry-on, they take it away from you and they threw it out and that's the end of it. So shout out Coach Jack who tried to give us all different lighters to carry through for his smoking habit. Every single one of them has been retracted, as sad as it made him. And then once we were through there, really it was just the layover part and then flying to Chengdu. And I can't say enough, the hospitality over here has been phenomenal and everyone's been so kind. We went and stayed at a hotel first, and literally like the manager pretty much took us as his like children, but they were great because they were, for food and everything, they wanted us to have some Chinese culture, so there was a Chinese lunch today.
nice.
They also had made us hot pots, which is probably my favorite thing ever. So hot pot, you just have like
That one where
different
you
hot.
dip the meat into it.
Yes,
Oh,
yep. So good, so good, so spicy. We just went for medium,
good for your
and
metabolism.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm so glad we just went for medium. But it was a
What
great
was what was
experience.
the sorry, what was the name of the hotel? We're looking for sponsors. You got to shout them out. Oh, you don't. Oh.
Well, it was a Wyndham. But it was brand
Okay,
new.
okay.
They had a robot like room service delivery. So it would literally drive to the elevator door, somehow knew what elevator to get into when it opened, went right to the floor of whomever ordered it and came out. I'm like, it was crazy. Big shout out Wyndham Chengdu Grand East from our producer Blessing, who is out here with us. Blessing is out here. He's been a superstar. I think he can attest to the fact that the sweat that occurs from being out here is wild. It's like 30 plus degrees with like 100% humidity. I lose a kilo every practice in sweat. So
No,
we're doing bits out here.
Just
And
just
then
for the
now
kids
we've
out there.
been
Sorry, when you lose a kilo in sweat, what do you have to do? How do you replace it? Yes, that's a question for you.
water
oh,
and
do
salt.
you
How much? How much
how
Uh,
much?
for each kilo? Come on now, come on. Get it,
Get it right, get it right.
get it.
Come on. Come on.
Yaz has left the screen. Yes.
Guys.
a liter?
It's
Oh,
one
okay.
for one. One for one. Yes. Come on.
Oh,
I
I
think
thought it
it's
was going to be
like
like some
80
trick
milligrams.
question where it was like some weird conversion with brackets and stuff.
No, no, no. It's just one for
It
one.
is 1.5 liters of fluids per 1 kilo lost.
I take that back. 1.5 to
750
1.
mils of fluid per 0.5 kilo lost, and 375 mils of fluids per
Damn, I don't drink enough
0.25
water.
kilo lost.
I think 1 to 1
Yeah,
is better. It's just easier to remember, and then
Yeah.
it
just
is.
keep
It is.
hydrating. Keep hydrating.
Totally fine. 500 milligrams per hour during an exercise workout of sodium. Look at how much we're having in
So,
just now.
so you're out in
Oh, when I work
China.
out makes me feel sick.
It's warm.
I,
It's sweaty. Whatever. Like, and then we get to. So you were at the opening ceremony. We saw like guys were front and center.
That looked like the Olympics vibes, like standing there with a flag bearer. Like there seemed to be loads going on as well. Did they have like a performance?
the whole thing was a performance, honestly. They had like 12 of there's like two mascots that's like these two, a panda and like a monkey of their mascots, and they had like 12 of them, so they could each go out in a different row at different times. They had dancers. These people did not stop. When I don't even know, they must have had headphones with different beats because any song was playing and they kept on whatever beat they were going to. It was easily over like 500 workers there. They had like a children's choir. Basically, you get in there and you walk on this big strip with the team, but like you're sectioned by country. So all of Great Britain. So we were there with like this is my favorite thing about World Games is learning about all the different sports that are out there. Fistball is a sport. It looks a little bit like volleyball in a soccer field. Yet did not name it. So tug of
Oh, is that the
war.
one? That's the one that's like crazy
That's a
big
really fun
volleyball.
one.
Like,
It's so fun. Yeah.
I'm involved actually. I don't like the name,
Yeah.
but I'm involved. I'm
Yeah.
involved.
But tug of war, shout out to Great Britain men who actually just won gold here for tug of
Let's
war.
I
go.
saw a video the other day on social media, which was the Taiwanese team, the women's team versus the men's team, and the technique that goes into tug of war is actually insane.
Yeah, we were talking to someone who's been doing it for 55 years or something like that. I mean,
Wow.
crazy. Life saving, lifeguard saving. I don't really know the right name of it. There's a ton of different sports here that I've never heard of. We talked to people from the Netherlands who do canoe polo. I mean, it's crazy the different sports, and that's the beauty of it. And then, of course, like the fireworks show was so over the top. I mean, everything was literally just so phenomenal. I must say, one of my favorite things has definitely been our trip to the pandas to see
I'm gonna
the
switch off for this. No, I'm
I
upset.
know
So
Kenny's
no,
upset about it, but
no.
I'm obsessed. The pandas were so cute and lazy, and they just like sit there and then just like drag the food to their face, and they don't even like
Spirit
give
animal.
any effort. No, no effort whatsoever. They are unbelievable with their little faces. Oh,
Oh, I love that.
No, still upset. Sorry, no involved.
I mean,
No.
while Kenny's in his feelings, I mean, so let's talk teams. So you are in a group with Italy, Mexico, and Japan
yep,
is the team.
correct.
Ooh.
It'll be good. So we start playing on Thursday, sorry. I have no idea what day of the week it is. Thursday we start playing, and our first game is against um, Italy, which would be great. And then we play Japan, and then we play Mexico. So Italy is a one game a day, and then we go and play two games the next day. Those are going to be our hardest games for sure, I'd say. But it's, I've seen Team Italy. Went and saw our comrades with Nausicaa and then Deanna with Team Mexico. Japan, I think they've only just arrived. Austria don't get here till tomorrow, which is tough. Like the sleep
Yeah.
situation is tough. Like the time change, all of that, the heat. So I'm very grateful that we actually came out as early as we did.
Absolutely. And then,
Oh, sorry, because technically I'm semantics, but we're in the UK, we're 7 hours behind you. Some of those
Yeah, so
countries will be 6 hours. I was trying to work out the time difference between Mexico or the US and China and
it depends because obviously what's
East Coast, West Coast.
you're looking at like 8 hours realistically. So right now it's 10 p.m. So for them it's 3 p.m. in the UK. So it's like early. And there Mexico, it was 30 hours of flying and they had 2 layovers. The 2 layers would have been too much. The one layover was enough as is
It was tough. It
with
was tough.
some which we flew on airlines I've never flown on before. China Southern, I think it's called. But you know how like they give you like options for your meals?
Yeah.
So we did our options for our meals and they just said, I'm pescatarian. I have no other dietary requirements, but like their understanding of pescatarian means I only eat fish. So every meal was salmon or cod, like every meal, breakfast, salmon, lunch, because it's a long flight, so they feed you all these meals. So the amount of fish I have been eating when you tell people that is crazy.
protein.
I'm like, I'm literally so much protein. And I know, bless we get my shout out too. Like we've had this guy with us, Lincoln, who runs Ningbo, which is a big flag football tournament that happens every year in May normally, in Ningbo, China. And he has been unbelievable. He has been our tour guide. He doesn't speak too much English, but he has this amazing translator thing that he speaks into, and then the text just appears on a screen in front of us. He's given us all t-shirts. He's been trying to help us with our Ubers. I mean, he's been the best thing ever. So we're very grateful for Lincoln.
Oh, we love Lincoln.
Yeah, we love
Shout out
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
But we do miss Spain being out here. I think that's come up a
Yeah,
couple
just
times. I
let's
know.
not. No, no,
I
no.
know.
It's just
I just needed to acknowledge
appreciate it.
the
Appreciate it.
I know.
Kenny, to answer your prior question, by the way, Eastern time, if you were in like East Coast America, it's actually 12 hours difference.
Behind.
So it's 10 a.m. for East Coast and 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Chengdu.
And so Western time would be 15. So anyone coming from LA is 15 hours
Yeah,
ahead.
that is wild.
Which direction is worse? Which direction? Because you've both done enough travel now. Same.
None of this feels good right now. I'll be honest.
None of
I can't give you an honest answer.
I mean,
this-
San Francisco, if it was 10 p.m., it would be 7 a.m. there.
quick maths. No more. It's 15 hours difference, right? So
Yeah, I believe so.
10 p.m. would be 1 a.m.
Yeah.
10 what?
No, 10 p.m., 22, take away 15, 7.
Oh, you're going backwards. Yeah. 7 a.m. Yeah. So I went the other way. I went the wrong way. And then my last question, and this always fascinates me. From LA, why would they not just fly?
They might have. I have no idea how they
No,
came, but I do know. As I go off topic, I forgot that we also played a scrimmage against China, which was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to remind you. I had you.
It was the first international that China have played. So we were very honored. It was more like a controlled scrimmage situation. But some of the Chinese refs were there. Like it was official, reffing the game and everything. The quarterback was phenomenal. I mean, one of their quarterbacks is only 17 years old, which is amazing. And they did, they used her quite a lot as well. So the future is bright for China. They've been doing so much work investing in growing the game. So yeah, it was a pretty exciting overall experience.
Being honest. So a lot of people, myself included, I'll be honest, definitely thought them not having had a team before, they would be the weak link coming in. Can you attest to that?
I don't think they'll be the weak link. They were competitive. They were good. They have athletes, and they've been practicing every day for 3 months. China have pretty much funded them to be full-time athletes. So they are doing well. They are doing well.
If I say Spain, take note, is that rude? I didn't say it. So
We're going to our next
The
segment.
title of the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
There
a
we go.
great cue to move on.
That's what Matt was looking for. He's got it. He's got another one. Another one.
Oh my God.
Meh, 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 meh.
So in our little halftime break right now, I wanted to bring up a quote. We're into our quotes. Everyone loves a good quote. So I'm gonna quote
Can we
Coach Markey.
can we just
And
just a bit of a preview? So this is our like profound segment. This is the bit where it's a bit
We
deep
need
and
some like
meaningful.
operatic music.
Exactly. Just a clouds opening, so a beam of light shines through. Here we go. All right, and then
Maybe a dance.
there
get it, girl.
you go. So go
So
on.
today's quote is, "It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war." Shout out Coach Markey. And
Is that Coach Markey, effort is free, Coach Markey.
yeah,
Oh,
ledge,
okay.
absolute ledge. If you haven't seen Path of Flag, effort is free. Coach Jack is
It's
going to one up him
free.
with energy is free.
Energy is free. Oh, no, I love the quote. I love the quote. I think it speaks to just to being prepared. Preparedness, is that what that's looking
Yeah.
at, that quote?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
But
say
I'm
so.
like, it's all war, so let's go.
Though arguably though, if a farmer turns up with a pitchfork, he might have some guys.
Only
You ready
you,
to
that's
battle?
only you. Yeah. Too many Walking Dead shows. That's the problem there. Everyone thinks everyone can swing a pitchfork. It's not that easy.
You
Not
never
that easy.
be surprised. Pitchfork can do some damage if you throw it like a javelin.
Facts. You're out here practicing in the countryside. That's what you learned in America, huh?
Yeah.
No comment.
I want to talk to you guys. Well, first, it kind of got me thinking because Germany are going to be hosting the World Championships next year for flag football, which is awesome. And then I got thinking about friend of the show, my dear friend Mona, who has been quarterback for Team Germany.
You can't claim someone
No, I'm
all
taking her
for yourself.
completely as my own. I said friend of the show, but she's mine.
Guys,
love
you
you.
guys said Mona, and all I can think of, did anyone used to watch the show Mona the Vampire on the BBC?
No.
Oh, need someone to insert a picture of Mona the Vampire right here. And let me know if you ever seen the scope. You said Mona, I was like, I'll start singing the theme tune.
Not Mona Lisa,
No, Mona the Vampire. Show
Okay.
us your fangs. Hey, Mona! Yeah.
Like a cartoon. Like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've never.
Sorry. Mona,
Sorry.
Germany. My bad. Sorry.
I cannot lie. I am running on such little sleep, and poor Blessings are in little sleep. We are the worst. I need to bring your energy today, Yaz. That's what I'm going to aspire to. So thank you for holding the energy together for the team. Energy is free.
You guys.
But talking about like Mona and being a quarterback and not having your starting quarterback, I wanted to get your opinions on what that means, like in terms of how important a quarterback is in flag football, in tackle as well. I want to start with you, Yaz, because you've just come back from Canton, where it is one of the biggest events. I don't think we've even been able to have time to talk to you about it yet. I mean, there's so much happening here. So talk to us a little bit about your experience and then into your quarterback situation.
I would say, like, when I was over there, I always knew that our quarterback was important. I don't think I realized how important she was to the game until we got to the finals. And I don't mean that in the sense that like I didn't understand her worth. Like she's a very good quarterback. And Amanda, if you're listening, don't let your head grow. But she
yeah, she's always ready with this like
yeah.
down, like don't calm down.
Have to humble her. No, I'm joking. But I don't think we realized how much of the game she takes on when she plays. Things like running the clock, calling different plays, adding in the audibles, she controls so much more. And I think as an O-lineman, you always have this like delulu idea that it's you who controls the game. You might call the slide protection, you might call an audible, you might suggest to your quarterback that you change something, but actually she was very, very in control. And we were in the situation where basically in the second quarter, she hurt her ankle. And until post game, we didn't realize how serious it was. But she broke her ankle essentially, but we didn't know at the time.
Wow.
And that moment where you are in a championship game and you realize that your backup QB has to come on it changes everything. It changes the speed, it changes the pace, and also it puts another player in a position that they never thought they were going to be in, right? Like, shout out to Gabby because she did the best, like, with what she could do. Like, at that moment, it was very much a quickly go on, like, the game is on you, woo! While Amanda was getting checked out. But I think it changes everything about your team. Like, when your quarterback changes, everything changes. Because you've spent so long in your season getting used to your quarterback's cadence, how they change things, how they read things, how long you might have to block for them for, how low you have to be in your stance because your quarterback might be too short to see over your head. Like, it's silly things like that. And the minute that changes, now all of a sudden the flow is different, the cadence is different, the way you're blocking is different, the way she reads things is different. You know, maybe she hasn't seen that it's a cover 2 and they've just dropped back into something else. Maybe she hasn't seen that it's a 5 front, you know. Maybe she hasn't received a snap from that center before, and now she can't catch it or get the ball in her hands to throw it. Yeah, insane. I think that's like one of the biggest game momentum changes ever, is having your quarterback change.
2 quick things. We're gonna guess from what you said that Gabby's shorter than Amanda was the first QB. Is that?
Yes, Gabby
Okay.
is shorter than Amanda, but Amanda is short. Don't think Amanda is tall. She's short. And there was sometimes I can't see. I'm like, bro, I can't get any lower.
And then the other thing, only people that would ever argue that O-line control the game are O-line players and coaches. So
O-line control the game.
No, yeah. Well,
we are the hammers.
No, but I think
bang.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's very interesting because I think flag is a little different, a little same. That's a proper like fence sitting statement to me. But I think with flag, because it's 5-a-side,
yeah,
I think it's perhaps easier to play QB in flag than it is to play QB in tackle. And I'm being very careful here because I'm not trying to sell out all our lovely flag folk. But so probability states that you probably should be able to find more QBs flag wise than you would do in tackle, you know. So for example, like, but we do hope, we wish Mona a very speedy recovery. But if she's injured and I don't know what their starting situation was in Germany. Obviously Brit for Team GB, she's not injured, but like she's not with the team. Like, it changes massively, or seems to change massively, what teams can do, teams want to do, are able to do. But should that be the case?
In an ideal world, I don't think it would be. But also, equally, isn't it a massive advantage having QBs that change your game?
Because what happens when they're not there? I'm playing devil's advocate a bit, but like, because
you're not game planning thinking they're not going to be there. You're game planning thinking your quarterback is going to be there. That's why they are that chosen person. I mean, there's very few people that can play that quarterback role well. And especially in flag, like to all the things Yaz says in tackle, it's the same thing. You need timing, you need comfortability with the players, with the center, with how they read a defense. So you guys need to be on the same page all the time.
Comfortability is not a word. I refuse to accept it.
It is now.
Comfortable.
Is it? I think to that very point, I think my argument is more along the lines of like, should we not be doing more to ensure that there are multiple people, so that because I think for a lot of teams, basically what we're saying, what we all know, I think, is if the starting QB goes down, men's flag, women's flag, youth flag, like all across the board, if starting QB goes down, the expectation is that the level drops, right? Should we be doing work to change that going forward, so that we look at yes, I'm coming with another basketball reference, but we look at point guards in basketball. I think you have more body types, so your forwards, and I'm calling stuff I don't really know about here, but like you have more body types who are able to do some of those quote unquote unique skills, okay, or more fenced skills type deal, you know. And that's what I'm saying, that like, how is it possible to have it so that actually you have multiple QBs who are able to step in, and so that again, I'm not saying it, because not every QB is the same. You have agile QBs, you have
But at
tall
what
QBs.
point do you acknowledge talent? Like, some people just have raw talent that then is primed into them being brilliant at one area. Not everyone can just develop the talent. Like, I would argue,
Really?
I would argue there's some people who are brilliant at what they do and are trained to be even better. And that sometimes if people came in and they were trained from the youngest point, they still would not be as good as those people who had the talent and training.
But you could argue that for any position. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're talking
But
about,
isn't that the point?
isn't what the point?
Isn't that the point? Like, when the QB changes, everything changes, and maybe it shouldn't be the
No.
case. But you're
So
arguing,
for example, if I have 5 receivers show up today, you know, maybe some have natural born talent, innate talent, whatever. Everyone works, and so levels are not, everyone's not the same, guaranteed. But I can work with all 5 of them to make sure that when we switch them, the level doesn't drop.
but then
I'm
it
saying
depends
that
on what your
mindset.
pinpoint is, because those that
No,
have
the mindset I just described does not exist with quarterbacks, in my opinion. I think people identify their quarterback and then they pour everything into that quarterback, and then you're
and then they leave the others behind.
and they're like, you're the backup QB. So you don't get reps with the starters, you don't get time, that focus in coaching, you don't get, and so.
But wouldn't you say a lot of I don't know if it's the same in flag, but a lot of backup QBs, do they not play other positions? So do they then not have to split their talent between playing like a position and being a quarterback, whereas opposed to like a first string quarterback just being the quarterback?
It would be more like, it would be a receiver stepping in to play QB. Does that make sense? Right. So it's not so much
But that was the same with Gabby. Gabby was a receiver
right,
to play,
but it's
but
not the
that is
same.
just a QB.
But what I'm talking about is a scenario, an environment where actually we train multiple QBs who can play other positions. It's a slight difference. I don't want a receiver that can play QB.
Right,
I want
you want a
that
QB that can play receiver or
because
rusher
then
or
if
whatever
we have to step in the what we would say is the most important offensive position, we're not just like thinking, well, there's the game.
And with the level of their secondary position, so like if they
Absolutely,
were
but there's more of them. There's more of them. They're only like a part
very
of
true, very true, very true.
Yeah, and that's why I think like it'll be very interesting, because I'm excited to see GB at Chengdu.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm excited to see what Germany do, because you also, I mean, teams like Austria, teams like Japan with it, you're like,
say that again.
Austria.
Wow.
The full.
And he is legit, guys. He's legit.
Right. Listen, I'm trying. Because they all have like absolute powerhouses as QBs, but God forbid, I'm not wishing injuries on anyone, but I just always wonder, like, if that QB wasn't there, who would be the next, and you know, how would it go? So are we saying the quarterback is the most important position on the field?
Absolutely not.
O-line
is the most important position, otherwise your quarterback is dead.
I knew it.
Flag, quarterback is the most important, and then I'd say rusher, and then
On
center.
defense.
I'd say those are in that order.
Centers?
You have to have.
Where's the ball coming from if the center's not snapping it?
I don't think it's the most important. I think that's just something you have to do to get out of the way to run the play. That's what.
There
should be a hole that opens up in the field, and the ball just goes.
It pops up. Yeah. That's sevens, no? Seven.
Now it's 4-player game.
Oh. Look, guys, this has been such a blast to see you all again. Thank you to everyone for tuning in at home, and make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And we will see you next time for more What the Flag fun. We got to do our 2-minute piece. Don't stop recording yet. I am in trouble. We got to do it. It's a 2-minute drill.
Crashing.
Yeah, so you can go first.
You know, for 12 minutes she didn't speak. She just let us talk.
I know, literally.
I was going to message Blessing and be like, is Blessing awake? Because I am not awake.
Let's go.
I
Just
should get
wrap
my
it,
watch.
wrap
Because
it
she knows
quick.
it's being
So
recorded for our
Just 2
faces.
minutes.
here we go. Here we go.
Right.
2
What is
minute
it, 2
drill.
minutes?
2 minute drill. All right.
All right.
Very quickly, we're gonna go around everyone. I want your 3 top world championship
2 minute drill.
destinations. So not gonna lie. I'm a bit not. I'm being cheeky. Dusseldorf, has the world championships next year. I know, another great pronunciation.
No.
But coming from the UK, we go to Frankfurt all the time. Like I'm looking for somewhere, no offense to anyone, more exotic, right? That for me. So quick rapid fire. Phoebe, 3 top destinations for where you would want the world championships, anywhere in the world.
I would like to do one over in like Asia, Oceania. So like in
Anywhere in
Australia.
particular, or
Australia would be nice.
Australia? 1. You got 2 more?
I would like to go somewhere warm as well. So why don't we do one in Mexico? Mexico always
2.
travels.
Mexico, Australia,
They
and
have to travel everywhere.
And then let's just go to like Bali or Mauritius or somewhere fun. Although, actually, I think genuinely we should do something in Africa. Like, I know we've done Euro, like we just did the African continentals, but we should do something of some sort so that we can experience, everybody gets an opportunity to host and showcase their culture, showcase their city and their country. So we hit all the continents.
cool. Top 3 in any order.
Go yeah.
Abu Dhabi, because the Grand Prix there is so cool. Could you imagine having a nighttime flag competition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
All the
That'd be
lights.
dope.
like that.
All the lights.
Yeah, all the lights, neon flags that just like light up.
But that's
Jetpacks.
yeah, that's what they did at the Super Bowl, that Toyota glow in the dark game. It was so cool. So
Yeah.
cool.
Like all of that stuff. I think that would be amazing. I said it has to be somewhere in the Caribbean. So I went for Antigua because Antigua have 365 beaches, so you can actually have a beach flag tournament.
Beach
Ooh.
flag it just sounds like torture to me every time I see it. I don't know why I want to run in sand. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you jump in the sea afterwards and cool off.
Exactly.
If you score a touchdown, sea celebrations. Okay, maybe.
365 beaches, you could have like 4 or 5 matches going on, like in a long strip.
Okay.
So, like you could move from one to one. Yeah, beach bars, perfect. And then I agreed with Phoebe and I said that somewhere in Africa like would be really, really cool. I'm not really too sure where because I'm not great on like what what each like place is known for. But I think somewhere in Africa would be great. It'd be nice if like the winner of the flag tournament that they just had was like, hey, we will host.
Yeah, Nigeria.
What do you mean? Why did you say like you didn't know who won it?
I mean,
Nigeria.
because I was waiting for you to jump in and be like, how?
No, I want you to jump in. You jump.
Yes. Okay. Nigeria. Yes, that would be great. But yeah, they're my 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Yours?
I think for me, I was on Instagram and I don't know where it was. I want to say like Peru or somewhere like that. Basically, there was this stadium so high up, like there was clouds all around it, kind of thing. Now, breathing up there would be hellish, but I'm a coach, I don't have to play. But that would be super, super cool. I think somewhere like, I'm gonna butcher these, but like somewhere Polynesian.
Oh yeah.
So is that like, I don't know if that's like Hawaii / but just that kind of wherever Moana's from.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna be doing our geography before then.
Damn.
Wherever
Moana's from.
Wherever. And then honestly, I love the idea of the like just iconic places. So I love the idea of not the idea because they did it, of the intercontinentals in Egypt. That was super cool.
Yeah.
Imagine the backdrop being the pyramids of
The
Giza.
actual pyramids. But I think someone has enough money to like build a temporary like stadium,
Yeah.
just there. But that would be fun. Anyway, 2 minutes time.
And we want to hear from you, so send in what your
Your
top
top 3
locations would be for a world championship. And we will see you next time on What the Flag.